Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where my hair is 10/10 confirmed crazier than anything else out there. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to put on eyeliner. This is a video that I have gotten a lot of requests on, and I just thought I would show you a couple different tips and tricks of different ways that you can do that. So you have a couple of options as far as different liners go. You have the traditional pencil where you can sharpen it. You have the pot liners where you use the little brush thing right here, and then you also can just use a black shadow. So I'm going to be starting off with just showing you guys how to use it as a black shadow, and this is just the Wet n Wild basic. This is called Panther, and this is just a matte black. There's no shine or sparkle to it or anything. It's just a very matte black. I'm going to be going in with an angled brush, and so in my crease, I did go ahead and just use my Benefit Hoola bronzer that I did use to bronze the rest of my face, just to give it a little bit of some shadow. And then I just popped a little bit of my highlighter that I did use up underneath my brow bone, and that's all that I'm really going to do as far as eyeshadow goes. So I'm going to take this little brush, swipe it in here a couple times, tap off the extra. And what I'm going to do, make sure there's no black on my finger, is I'm just going to apply it with the angled brush. I like to start in the middle just because I feel like I can kind of get more control out of it. And so that is the first way that you can do it. You don't have to do a wing if you don't want to. Wings are not necessary, so if you can't do it and you're not ready for that challenge yet, don't do it. But if you did want to create a wing, you could do it with powder too. I would just take the same brush and just kind of like go out and up first, and then I'm going to take the tallest point and start that where I ended that line and just go over. And also another trick that you can do is if you want to create more of a clean look with this, I take the same brush that I did use to apply it. You can use either liquid makeup remover or just a makeup wipe. Wipe off the black, and then also once all the black is off of the brush, really kind of try and coat it with the remover that's on there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up, clean it off after each stroke. And that's really going to create a fake liquid liner if you're not that comfortable doing it. Just like that. So that's the first way that you can do it. I'm going to do the liquid liner on the other side just that way you guys can kind of see the difference between the two, because I mean honestly you don't need liquid liner. You can easily recreate it for so much cheaper. And the bristles on this brush are a little bit stiffer than your average, you know, fluffier brush. So that is something that definitely helps, is an angled brush. So now I'm going to show you guys how to put on liner with a little brush. This is my favorite way to put on liner. I feel like I have so much control with this brush. It is a teeny tiny little precise brush. With my Tarte liquid liner, like liquid pot liner, it doesn't stiffen the bristles on the brush after I use it. Like, it's still pretty flexible, but whenever I use the L'Oreal one, it stiffens the crap out of the bristles on this brush and it drives me nuts. You have your liquid liner. They even have brush forms of liquid liner, but honestly this is still, in my opinion, this is the better way to do it. So you're going to take this, you're going to coat a couple layers And I kind of like to twist it. So as I'm doing it, I kind of twist it in here so that way it gets all sides and it kind of shapes the brush into a sharper point. And then, again, just like I did with the other one, I'm going to start in the middle. And this one does take a little bit longer just because I like to get it precise. And you do have to dip into the pot a couple of times. That is one thing I have noticed with the L'Oreal one. And just like the last one, if you just want to leave it like that, you totally can. Or you can do a wing. And how I do my wing, I really have to focus. So, right where you notice that your shadow line ends, that's where I try and do the first line. So like my shadow, I'm going to try and line it up with the other one as best I can. So for instance, my shadow is ending right about here. So I'm going to do a small line first, and then just like the last side, I'm going to start at the end, and I'm going to go over. So my wings are very different, but that is okay. So what I'm going to do is, you can do that same trick that I showed you with the other side as well. So I'm going to take that same angled brush and I'm going to clean it off again. And I'm going to clean up the edges. And as you can see, this side is definitely a lot more pigmented and a lot more just right there. And this side is a little bit more faded, but I mean, this is a lot easier to start with. It's so much easier to start with the powder and get a hang of it than it is to jump right in, because this stuff is a lot more movable, a lot more tricky, and it's just easier to do. So I'm going to even it up a little bit just so I don't have two different wings on, and I'm going to go over top of my black shadow with some of the L'Oreal. And if you wanted to, if you are more comfortable doing it with powder, you can even practice by doing this. You can do it in powder first and then go over it with the liquid, just so that way you can kind of gain a little bit more confidence in what you're doing. Alright, and that does conclude this look for today. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you guys liked it. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't, sorry not sorry, don't know what to tell you. And if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. And if I get up to 1,000 subscribers, my husband and I are going to do the My Husband Does My Makeup challenge. So, yeah. If you guys please could subscribe, and if you guys have any videos that you want to see, go ahead and leave that in the comments box below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!